Hello students. So today we'll start with chapter number 2, which is Cultural Heritage of India, Traditional Handicrafts and Fine Arts. So I'm going to just share the textbook with you. Yes. So this is chapter number 2, Cultural Heritage of India, Traditional Handicraft and Fine Arts. Now you all know what do you mean by heritage. But what are the different types of heritage? There are three different kinds of heritage which is described in this chapter, which is genetic heritage or genetical heritage, the material heritage and the cultural heritage. So what do you mean by genetical heritage, cultural heritage and material heritage? Now let's take the help of a whiteboard. Genetical heritage means the characteristics that a person has inherited from his parents by birth. Okay, now you must have heard people saying that this person's eyes is exactly like his father, this person's nature is like his mother, like her mother. So all these characteristics, the physical and mental characteristics of a person which he has by birth and he has got from his parents is called genetical heritage. Okay. But the things which comes to him, like the money from of his father, land, house, estate, properties, which he gets from his ancestors, father's father, and all, that is called material heritage. Okay. So all the things, materialistic things that he inherits from his father and his family is called material heritage. Now there is a third type also known as cultural heritage. So all the skills, intellect means knowledge, the skills and intellect which he inherits generally is called cultural heritage. The lifestyle which he inherits, the customs, traditions, rituals, all this is known as traditional heritage. Education, farming, trade, rules, regulations, daily life, festivals, art and craft, handicraft, beliefs, all these things are included in the cultural heritage of a person. Now, where does this heritage come into India? India is a very, very ancient country. Okay, so it has many traditions, social values, social rules. Something is allowed in the society, something is not allowed. When you might be doing something, your parents would have said you, "ये society में अच्छा नहीं लगता है. We should not do this." We have many customs, family systems, our family values. Since early times, our family has been staying in a joint family. Nowadays, Western culture is influencing us, but Indian culture says that a family should live together. Okay, so these traditions are not found in any other country. So it is our duty to preserve our cultural heritage. Now, in our literature, our ancient literature, there are references of 64 types of arts. Okay, now some of them are handicraft, kasab, art, drawing, music, drama, dance, etc. There are such 64 types of arts which are mentioned in our ancient literature. Let's make a note of that also. 64 different types of arts have been mentioned in our ancient literature. So we are going to study all these arts in detail in this chapter. Now, if we talk about our ancient currencies, they were also valuable because they were made from gold. Then from gold it went to copper, to brass. So our currencies were also valuable. Okay. Now, you must have studied in the ninth standard that there were many foreign rulers and people who came to India. Why did they come? Because of prosperity. India was very rich that time, and that is why many people and visitors used to come to India. They used to attack India and they wanted to capture India. Today, if you know that 21st June is celebrated as World Yoga Day. So yoga is our tradition. It has been considered as part of our cultural heritage and we need to protect it. So in this chapter, as I said, we will be learning about various arts and crafts of India. So the first is art of Indian artisans. Let's make a note of the first type of art, which is art of Indian artisans. Okay. Now, everyone says that the beauty of India's culture is in its traditions of art. Our art is very, very traditional. Okay, we have developed many styles of handicraft and art: weaving, embroidery, wooden art, clay work, drawing, painting, leather industry, sculpture, architecture, diamonds related working and all. Knitting means जो हम soy से करते हैं, knitting. They all of them have been developed in India and they have a unique identity in India. All the skills are very rare. You cannot find all the skills in all the other countries. So there are many skills which have been developed in India through different lifestyles of people. Okay, based on our lifestyle, we will develop our skills. So these people who perform these art, embroidery, wooden art, clay work, drawing and all of them are called artisans. And the art is really remarkable and it's a beauty of Indian culture. Now, art clay work. Now let's come in detail of each and every art. So first is the art of clay work. What do you mean by clay? Yes, clay means the sticky soil which is very much in content. It has water and it is used to make pots. Now we've been associated with clay since a very long time. Since childhood we have been playing with clays, we've been making toys and all. So now if you see in our day-to-day life, many items are being made from clay. In ancient times, the cradle means a small, it's a jhula like thing in which children are kept, small children are kept. Okay, so all these things have been manufactured by clay. And before metal was made, before we got steel and all, clay was abundantly used to make things like toys, utensils, lamps, chulha. Everything was made by clay. Half of our kitchen was made up of clay. Okay, all the utensils, kitchenwares means dabba and all, they were all made up of clay. Even the house walls in the villages, the huts, the kubas as they were known, were made of clay, clay with cow dung. Cow dung and clay, they made a paste of it and they used it to make the walls of the houses. Now, if we learn about Mohenjo-daro and Harappan culture, many clay utensils of red color were found from there. If you know, there is a city in Gujarat called Lothal. Okay, it's an ancient city of where Mohenjo-daro and Harappan culture was very famous. Have you seen potter's wheel? Potter's wheel is like a wheel on which this matka is made, and it's the best device for clay work in India. All the clay work, all the matkas, all the jars, all the toys which are made from clay today are made on the potter's wheel. Now, there is a Garba in Navratri. Garba means not the dance form of Garba. It's just the ghada which is kept in the between is known as Garba, and that is also made from the clay. It has many holes and a lamp inside it, which is used in the Navratri. Okay. Now, this clay is also used to make baked utensils. Baked utensils means there is two types of clay: baked clay and unbaked clay. This unbaked clay was known as terracotta and which was used in the Harappan and the Mohenjo-daro civilization since a very long time. It was used to make utensils also. So this is the art of clay work that we have studied today. In the next class, we will study the art of weaving and the art of embroidery and all. So this chapter, it basically deals with ancient Indian art. What all art does is very rare in the world is found in India. and it is not very common to us. You need to travel to specific places to see this art. You need to travel to the interiors of India to see this art, because this art is not open. It's like it's covered outside. If you go to Rajasthan today, still you will see in many places where they are doing this art. They are making these utensils from mud, clay, and all, but it's not visible outside. You have to go in deep. You have to go into the interiors of India to find this art. Okay, it's very rare, and we need to preserve this. We need to help people who are doing this art. We need to help them to come above their poverty. So that's all for today. We'll continue in the next class. Bye and have a nice day.